Hello. Actually, let me see if the speaker's turned off before I start talking. Okay. Hope you're doing well. I'm here in the studio, sitting on the floor, kind of getting into my body, and a little bit about where I'm at right now is I created a small business that incorporates the things that I needed to have a good life. Now, these things that I needed were a place to move my body, like here on the yoga mat. I needed that. I needed a small space to do some massage and energy healing. And I really needed to be near the ocean so I could go surfing every day. Back in 2020, I was faced with a really difficult choice point. And we all get to these places called choice points in life where there's a fork in the road. And at that fork, we have to decide, I'm going to go this way or I'm going to go that way. That's called a choice point. It's a fork in the road. And my fork in the road in 2020, I had been traveling for a year or so, living in my camper, and deciding to either move back to Tennessee, where I was raised by my parents, and that's the only family that I have is my mom and dad there. So I could have chosen to move back to be near my mother and father, or I could have chosen to do what I'm doing now. Difficult decision for me because I moved out of my mom and dad's when I was 16, and then I left the complete area for the Navy when I was 18. And so I feel like I really haven't had a relationship with my family because I have chosen career over that. And so I'm 40 something, and then I was like, well, I should probably go have a relationship with my family now. But at the end of the day, I had a choice to make. And believe me, this was the most difficult choice point I faced in a really long time. Because in the military, the choice was easy because I was going to go, 1, 2, 3 places because my job specific needs were very minimal here and there. So it wasn't hard to choose. But when I had to make this decision to not go and be near my family, that was really tough. But my life didn't start to change and go the way it has gone until I made that big choice. I was kind of sitting in limbo. And the reason I'm sharing this today is because I feel that this year that we're going into is a big choice point, continuation choice point. So we started in 2020, 2021, now 2022. We have these big choices to make in our lives. And the longer we sit on the fence, the longer we're holding off on that bountiful, beautiful next chapter. So luckily I made that decision in 2020. That wasn't easy, but that's when doors started to open. Things started to feel right. I had these aha moments and things started to feel better. But I had been on the fence for a couple of years before that with the conflict inside of myself of choice. Like, what am I doing? And a lot of times we don't think that we have choice because you've been programmed to feel like, well, my child has to be in public school because if my child doesn't go to public school, they will not get into the college, they won't get a good job. That's a program. I have to have this formal education to do this XYZ. Actually, I don't really think that there's a lot of things that we need formal education for. There's certain things possibly, yes, you need formal education for, but back in the day, in our grandparents' day, there was no formal education system and people had their own businesses, they did their trades, and life carried on. So there's a lot of structures and belief systems in society that we have been programmed to think is holding us back or keeping us from making certain choices. When really, at the end of the day, as the human that you are at the moment, you have the freedom of choice to do anything you want. But we've been programmed and conditioned to feel that if we step outside the matrix box that we've been given, that we're wrong or that we're going to fail. And I have no previous experience with what I'm currently doing. Not too much formal education, but mainly the tenacity to just follow through with my goal and my dream of feeling the way I want to feel. And I made a video a couple of days, maybe a week ago, about the question to ask yourself. It's not about what do I need to do, but more ask yourself the question, how do I want to feel? And when we can ask ourselves the question, how do I want to feel, then the what do I do next kind of comes naturally. Because if you come off a feeling question, how do I want to feel, and then you follow that, well, your intuition, your gut instinct is going to guide you. And that is really the gold nugget of this video, is allowing the logical mind to take a break. And when you ask yourself, how do I want to feel, those choices we have to make can come from your gut, your intuition, and they don't come when you're trying to think of the answer. Our gut instincts and our answers come to us when we're really not thinking. If you are a runner, you may get that gut instinct when you're running. You may get that wisdom that you're seeking right now logically. You may get it when you're on your daily jog. You may get it when you're working out. You may get it when you're surfing, you're skateboarding, you are playing with your children. You may get it when you're doing your tinkering out in the garage, if you like to work on cars, or if you like to do some sort of building, or if you're a baker or a chef. You might get the insights. We get the wisdom and the insights from our heart and soul, not when we're thinking. We get that wisdom and insight when we're doing the things that we love to do. I also am a big cheerleader of body movement, because when we move our body and you get out of that stagnant place, then the energy can flow, ideas, creativity can flow. So if you're feeling stuck with a choice that you need to make in life, my unprofessional advice is to move your body, do something that you love to do, and the answer will come to you in a way that sitting and thinking about it just can't bring, but you'll get the answer here in the center, or you're in your belly, you'll get the answers there. This is called intuition. Your heart and your intuition is 500,000 times stronger than your mind. So the brain is really the backseat of the human experience. The heart and the gut are the strongest part of being human. But we have been told that logic is everything, that intelligence is currency. And that's not necessarily the truth if it's not combined with the power of your soul and spirit, which comes from your gut, your center, your heart. So, back in 2020, I had a ridiculously hard choice to make about not moving to Tennessee to be near my mom and dad. And that wasn't an easy decision to make, but I had to, trust in my gut and my intuition and decide how I wanted to feel. And being near the ocean, now that I've been near the ocean since I joined the Navy, I can't imagine my life without being near the ocean. And it's truly my spiritual center. So that it was a choice I had to make. And we have choice points all the time. So just because if you make a choice now doesn't mean you can't change your mind later. I hope that this short video helps you understand that taking a break from thinking and getting out of the thinking mind and get into your body, move your body. You can do fitness, walk, run, yoga, mixed martial arts, something, I don't know, karate chop some trees, hug a tree, I don't know. But moving your body is the key to getting your intuition and getting into your body and getting those downloads. I'm wishing you a happy new year, and I hope that you're having a good day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you soon in the next video.